What is UX design? Hi, my name is Masha, I'm the coding blonde, and welcome to UXJanuary. Today's an introductory video, just in general about UX. What is UX? I've already done a video on the difference between UX and UI. You can find the link here. And today I want to talk about UX design in particular. UX stands for user experience. So UX design is basically designing that user experience. And to understand what it actually means, let's dive into user experience first. As a user, you experience a lot of products, services, websites, applications, software, and so on and so forth. And your overall user experience is a collection of your emotions and attitudes from all of those websites, software, applications, products and services, and so on. And every time you interact with this, let's say, app, you form an impression of it, which may be affected by practical reasons. For example, were you able to complete the task that you were hoping to complete? If yes, then great. If no, then bad. Time saving. Has the app saved you time, or was it too complicated and not intuitive enough that you got lost and wasted a ton of time and you just had a really frustrating experience? See the word experience? It follows us. Emotional. I have this irrational love for avocados. To be fair, it's pretty rational because they're amazing. But basically, if there's an app that has an avocado in it, or the icon is an avocado, or it's called avocado something, I will love it and I will prefer it to any other app. Even if the other app is more functional than this one, but it's just my experience, you know, I just have my preferences. Another reason could be aesthetical. For example, you love the clean design, or on the contrary, did you think the app was empty? And other factors. For example, was there an ad on your face? Were the buttons clickable, or did you feel like your fingers were too big to press whatever you wanted to press? Did you find exactly what you were looking for, or did you have to compromise if maybe you found something that wasn't as good? And everybody's perspective and attitudes are very unique. Your experience of an app will be different to my experience of an app because maybe we're in different demographics, maybe we have different tastes, maybe we're trying to solve different problems, or our needs are essentially just different. So you see, all of those little things create your user experience of the app. And UX designers know about all these things, and their goal is to shape your experience so that you have a very smooth, very seamless, beautiful, pleasant, and a word that I found UX designers love saying, delightful experience. So basically they control for a lot of variables and they make them better for a different target audience, for the different users. And to do that, a lot of the times they do research to find out who their users are, what are their users' needs, what are the users' tastes, and how to design an experience that these users will enjoy and find delightful. UX design is a relatively new thing, but it's becoming more and more popular because companies are finally realizing that it's all about the users nowadays, and they need to design products or services and all that stuff that we've been through for the users to enjoy and to want to come back. But it wasn't always this way. When technology first started developing, nobody really cared about the design or how pleasant it is or what color the button is. It was all about functionality. Little by little, design started entering the arena, but it was more about what developers saw fit rather than what the users needed. So it was kind of like technology first and then design came after. And in a lot of areas, it's still catching up. But as things developed, businesses started realizing that if you design for the user, if you design something that your customers love, people will buy it more and people will keep on coming back to you. A great example of that is Apple with its first iPhone in 2007. They designed a smartphone that was not only revolutionary in the technology, and touchscreen was a very new thing, but also it was super user-friendly and much easier to use than the other smartphones at the time that existed in the market. So people started using it and people went crazy about it. Fun fact is that Apple was the first company who used user experience in a job title. Don Norman, who joined Apple in 1995 to help with research and design of their new line of human-centered products, asked to call him a user experience architect. I think that user experience design is super important, and not just in technology. In fact, I think anything from restaurants to stationery should really apply the principles of UX design. And another fun fact is that UX design originated with the science of ergonomics. The history of these things fascinate me. It's incredibly interesting. If you want me to make a video about the history of UX design, comment below and on my Instagram with the hashtag UXJanuary. And if there will be 100 or more of those hashtags, I'll make it. But coming back to UX, designing for the user is the future. And if you want to learn more about it, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. There should be a button below. To my Instagram and to my newsletter, because there will be so much more UX goodness coming your way this January, including interviews with experts, tips, learning paths, career paths, and so on. I hope you've enjoyed this video and have a wonderful time of the day you're currently experiencing. Bye!